afternoon, James. What's the mood of the camp going into this match? Obviously, your manager's been in for a few weeks. Have you enjoyed it?
It's been really good. We've had a really good 2 weeks of training. Been working really hard. Obviously, we're missing Borna, but I'm sure he'll be back soon. But it's been really good. Training's been really positive. Been working really hard, and really, we obviously had a good game against Bayern Leverkusen, and now we're really looking forward to tomorrow.
The manager said he's been giving you an awful lot of information to take in. As a player, what does that do in terms of the way you approach the match?
I think it's obviously been a little bit a smoother process for the lads that were here when he was here with Steven Gerrard, and it's been a little bit more smoother because we know the understanding what he wants us to do. So we've been helping everyone else if they need any more information, but it's been pretty easy to take on. The boys are listening really well, and we're just trying to implement it the best we can on the training pitch every day. And obviously the Bayern Leverkusen game was the first time we could implement it in a game, and we'll be looking to do that tomorrow.
Hi, good afternoon, James. Michael has said that he was looking to give you some clear instructions for on the pitch, tactics, etc. And on Saturday, I think we've seen a really disciplined shape that we'd seen previously while he was here. I just wondered how you've taken that on board, and how you enjoying maybe the simpler side of the instructions and be able to get that compact unit back for the team again.
Yeah, it's been good. We've been working on trying to be hard to beat, be compact together. And it's pretty much it's straightforward as a team, being hard to play against, not letting any balls go through the lines, and that's the best thing. We've had good 2 weeks to work on it, and all the lads have been taking it in, and it's only going to get better as the time goes on. We'll have more time to work on it, and hopefully we'll perfect it pretty soon.
And with the new coach coming in with the set pieces and you being on set pieces, we saw an instant result on Saturday with a great finish from Malik Tillman and your cross. How much are you enjoying again having somebody new to work with and those new ideas, and being able to hopefully see some rewards on the pitch?
With anything to do with set pieces, we'll always get the blueprints, but it's down to myself to put in a good ball, and it's down to the players in the box to get on the end of it. We've all got to play a part, and Harry's in now to help Cole do the set pieces, and we're working really hard at it, and we're going to be coming up with new stuff, and it's down to me to be putting in the perfect balls, and the lads to be really committed, attacking it. And Malik got on the end of a good one at the weekend, and hopefully that can continue.
Have you noticed a real buzz or an air of excitement the past week or so amongst yourself and the rest of the players in training about getting back into competitive athletics?
I think obviously after a break, you really can't wait to get back in and start going again. It's never nice to see a manager lose a job, but a fresh face in the camp, and obviously it's a new face to quite a few of us, and an old face to the rest of us. But it's been great to see the gaffer back in the building, and we've all really enjoyed working with him.
And it's been a bit of a difficult season so far. What challenges do you expect them to provide you with tomorrow?
They're obviously I'd imagine they're going to make it tough for us. It's playing at Ibrox with all our fans with us. They're going to try and frustrate us, I'd imagine. But we've got a game plan that we want to implement straight from the start. And if we do that, we'll be in a really good position.
James, can I ask about Malik Tillman? You insisted on twice at the weekend. How good do you think he can be? Because it's important to remember, obviously, this is still his first season in professional football. Yeah,
he's still a young lad, and I think he's an exceptional talent. He's got great ability, and coming from a club like Bayern Munich, you'd imagine you'd have to be a good player to be there. And yeah, I've got full belief in him. He's just got to continue working hard, keeping his head down, and you'll see some special moments, I'm sure, for him.
And what about yourself playing in that wider role? Again, you've got obviously sit for the first. Do you feel more comfortable out there in that position you played obviously under Steven Gerrard last time?
Yeah, obviously I can use my crossing abilities a lot more. In wide areas it's easy to get the ball in the box easier, and it's something that I'm more used to. But yeah, I'm enjoying the role. But I'll do whatever the gaffer asks me to do.
The manager said that he wanted to change the mood amongst the squad, amongst the fans. How is that mood for you guys at the moment?
Really good. Since he's joined, it's been really competitive in training. Small things. We've had a point system into training, which is a competitiveness where you don't want to be in the bottom three, because the top three you'll get a good reward. So small things like that just add that competitive edge in training, and boys are enjoying it. We all want to be winners here, and it's small things that add up to the bigger picture. So it's been really good.
Where's the confidence levels at that this title race can be turned around?
Confidence levels are always there. We're all men. We all have bad spells and we all have good spells, but we're here doing a dream job, and that's playing football for a magnificent club. And you've got to have your chest held high if you want to play for a club like this, and move forward. And that's what all the boys especially doing these past 2 weeks, and hopefully we can continue doing that with the weeks to come and the games to come.
The manager said that he wants to instill that no one is safe when it comes to this transfer window. Only players will be brought in that will enhance the starting 11. Is that the sort of mantra that you want to see here from the manager and straight to the squad?
That's what it should be. Every position should not be safe, including mine, because that makes you work harder and pushes you on even more, because you never want to be too comfortable, because that's when you can be in a comfort zone and you're not really pushing yourself. And I know everyone's been pushing themselves, and only get the best out of the team.
James, can you use this as a reset almost? You've had nearly a month off, new manager has come in. Yes, you may be 9 points behind, but can you use it as a reset and go again for the second half of the season? Yeah,
definitely. Like I said, we've had time off and got obviously a new manager in the building, so it's new manager, new faces, new tactics, and it's a new start for the team. And yeah, we have to push on from now.
You're just taking it one game at a time. That's the mantra that the manager seems to be wanting to instill in you. Is that what you're doing? You don't want to look at the league table for the rest of the season. It's just one game at a time. Yeah, that's ever since I've worked with the gaffer the previous years, that's always what we've really worked on. One game at a time. We only can concentrate on one game at a time. Can't look in 3 weeks' time what fixture it is, or 2 months' time. We always concentrate on one game at a time, and work our socks off to be the best possible shape we possibly can, and get the results that we want.
Knowing Michael very well from before, when he was in the building before, what differences do you notice about him now?
Obviously he's gaffer now, so I think I've only called him Mick once in training, and I sort of stopped myself doing it. But I think he'll obviously enjoy it more, because it's his ship now, and he can do what he wants to the team. It's his philosophy. But it's been an absolute joy to work under him again, and I think it's just going to make the team stronger.
He's still relatively young, but is he a kind of older head on younger shoulders, if that makes sense?
As a coach, and yeah, he's been one of the best coaches I've worked under. His football knowledge of the game is second to none, and when I sort of got sniff at the club, looking to sign him, and he was going to make the move up, it was a real enjoyment, and I was really looking forward to it, and I'm sure the new boys who have not worked underneath him have really seen what he's brought to the table in these past 2 weeks.
Before he came in, did the club consult you or any of the other senior players about how you enjoyed working with him, what you thought of him coming back?
No, I think it was obviously it's the club's decision. They obviously go through the process, and it's obviously keep close contact with Ross. But I knew what Ross was searching for, and someone to be a perfect fit for Rangers, to move us forward, and obviously worked with the gaffer before, and yeah, it was a perfect fit.
You said there's good news about Connor, obviously coming back to training a bit earlier than people thought. Someone who, vice captain, plays alongside you for hundreds of games. How important is he to not just on the pitch but off the pitch for this team?
Yeah, he's a massive character for the squad. To have around the building, on the pitch, he's a big voice in the change room and on the pitch, and he leads by example when he plays, and even in and around the training ground. So to have him back training earlier than we expected, it's great news, and can't wait for him to be out on the pitch next to us.
Roy said there's been a bit of competitiveness added to the training. Did the manager last week alluded to maybe wanting to do a bit more fitness work and get the team back to where he thought they were, to put his style of play back in place? Is that something he's done in the first couple of weeks, and is that something that you agree with?
I know the training's obviously been really intense. It's obviously difficult when previously we'd have game after game after game, and during those times you can't really get a training session in. But I know the 2 weeks has been perfect, because we've had 2 weeks on the training pitch to work really hard, and that's what we've been doing. The training sessions have gone up a notch, and we're working really hard.
Last couple back.
It was noticeable against Leverkusen that there were fewer options to change at the back compared with midfield and attacking. In terms of going forward with your own position, how much of a conversation have you had with the coaching staff in terms of where you feel most comfortable, you feel what you can add, and how much of it is taking on that responsibility at the back and playing where the club needs you to be?
Well, I've always said I wanted to play striker, and I don't think anyone's listened to me so far, but I'll always try and get up to those positions now. But I'm here to do a job, obviously for the team and for the manager, and every manager has their own philosophy and how they want to set the team out, and I'll always try and do it the best possible ability that I can. With the new gaffer, it obviously suits me a lot more how he wants to play. Very attacking, so it's a case of just listening to what he wants us to do, and that's what we have to do, because it's his team, and we've got to listen to what instructions he wants to give us in every position. But the way we're playing now obviously suits me a lot more.